What's up, Xander?
What up, bro? How are
All
you?
right, we're back, fans, to episode three. Yeah, it's three. We're doing it on a Wednesday right now because I'm leaving for the UFC fight on Friday. Really excited for that. All right, I got a question for you, Xander.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Probably I know exactly what it is. It's from one of my from a job I had over the summer a year ago. I think about it all the time, like when I'm doing something pretty difficult or I think it's something's like getting tough. I always just like he would say to me, when you break it down into like little steps, everything becomes easy. And I honestly think of it all the time. Like all
Really?
the time. Honestly, maybe like multiple times a day it comes through my mind.
What have you used it for? Like college?
Shit, everything. Like for like boxing, let's say I'm like training, I'm like hitting the bag, and it's getting tough. Or like I'll just be like, just do a minute, and then a minute turns into 2 minutes. Like break it down into little steps. Or especially in school, something's really just complicated. You kind of just like break it down into little things, and I would say that's probably the best piece of advice
That's
that was
good.
given to me. Yeah. What about you?
The thing that I always go by is everything happens for a reason. I don't know. It's pretty common, but that's what goes for me.
No, it's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, because anything could happen. Like your girlfriend could break up with you, or you could lose a fight and you could learn from it. Like I go by, you either win or you learn. Like there's no losing. Because if you have the balls to get in a ring or have the balls to fight someone, it's already a win by itself. Because you're training, you're getting in better shape, and even if you lose, you learn from it, and you could bounce back and just become better. So I think that everything happens for a reason because if you lose, you just get better.
I like that.
Something I want to talk about was my dad showed me this video on Facebook. I think it was something on like Facebook. It showed me that a video of this guy talking about belts in martial arts, and he said back then you had to really earn your belt. And nowadays, like I just see belts getting handed out to like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, and in karate, but in jujitsu, I feel like belts are still you have to earn them.
Yeah,
Black belts have like they've been doing it for 15 years in jiu-jitsu, but in karate and stuff it's just they're just giving them out. That's how I feel like.
I understand what you're saying. It really depends on the where you go to. I feel like the top tier gyms. I mean, if you're getting it under like a certain coach, like you really have to put the time and work in, obviously. But there's some where I mean, if you show up every day and like I don't maybe you don't give 100%, but I guess you show up for and you're paying them like they'll give it. But no, I agree with you.
In Thailand, like when I was there were no belts. Like there was nobody that was a higher level than anybody. It was just everybody was just there for the same reason, to get better and to fight and just to show who's best with no rank on them.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it better like that. Like, what do you think? You like the belts?
Well, I think it's like a motivational thing. I feel
Hmm.
like it's like somebody like one of my goals in life is to earn a black belt in jujitsu. So you see, like right there, that's just like it's a motivational thing.
Do you think that'll
So
ever get ruined like it did with karate? Like, I don't see nowadays, I don't see people saying, I want to be a black belt in
I,
karate.
I think it's not that it's getting it's ruined. I think that you could get around anything. It's just if you want a real like if you really want to be a black belt versus like a black belt.
Hmm.
It's like it's not up to anybody else but yourself.
So you think it's not really a rank just by belt? You think it's a rank to how actually good you are, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I would say that, but it depends where you go. Again, like some
Hmm.
coaches are really strict about it. You got to do certain things. Some coaches are like, "Oh, you've been here for 5 years. Let me promote you." You
I
know,
feel like jujitsu's got it down.
they're
Like,
definitely stricter.
to get to a blue belt, you have to wait like at least 2 years, I'm pretty sure, at some places. And you have to be 16 to get a blue belt, too.
It's not always about the time too. It's also about like where you're at.
I don't know. Jiu-jitsu is tough. Like when I tried it, it was hard for me. I did it for a year, and I feel like it's either you do jiu-jitsu for a year and then you stop, or you just do it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no,
You're just getting bullied by these guys who've been doing it forever. These adults who come like they go to work, then they go to their jiu-jitsu class, and they just you roll with them and they just beat you.
it's
So
like golf. Like after
it
work, they
is,
just.
yeah. It's really hard.
I love how intellectual the game is. Like you got to
Hmm.
really
It's
think
like
about.
chess. Like the
literally.
littlest thing you do, they could just switch it around.
And as I've gotten better at striking, honestly started to realize it's kind of like chess too in a way.
Hmm.
I really didn't understand how much you pay attention to like feet placement and like angles.
It's crazy. Like all the different martial arts, you could just relate it to chess. And I like how in jujitsu they teach you to control your breathing because you could do a move and then you'll just sit there and control your breathing, like, and you'll do it very slow. But another person, the person who could try to escape, who doesn't have as much experience, just be totally out of breath. Like that's a big thing in jujitsu too to conserve your energy.
Yeah,
I feel like.
it's taxing. It's like a different form of cardio.
But I agree with you about striking is also you could also relate it to chess because there's also those little details that if you do that you could just get hit. Like if you throw a jab, you have to keep your left like well, I'm a lefty, so I'll keep my left hand tucked
Oh,
and
you're southpaw? I didn't know that.
yeah. I could go both a little bit, but
Are
I'm
you
mostly a
do you feel
southpaw.
comfortable like orthodox or
Yeah, I could do both.
like you feel like as comfortable or
Yeah.
damn that's pretty impressive.
It's because I don't know with Taekwondo when I used to do it, they teach you how to switch, but I did it the perfect amount where I did it long enough that I could do both ways, but I didn't just drop my hands when I fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's a total advantage to fight both ways. Like Israel Adesanya switches a lot.
Oh, all the best strikers.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a must.
But Alex Pereira doesn't switch.
But I'm sure you can.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a professional fighter, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I don't think he needs to though. His left hook is so strong.
yeah, but it just depends. Like if somebody's figuring him out and like landing jabs on him every time he's coming in. I mean, you got to try something new. But
Hmm.
he's found success in his stance for sure.
Are you gonna practice switching stances when you fight?
I mean, I do both every day.
Yeah,
Yeah, every time I train, I do both. I mean,
that's good.
you have to.
When I was in Thailand, I just stayed lefty the whole entire time.
I mean, you're gonna get really comfortable and good at lefty, but you got to learn how to do.
You really think you have to learn how to do both?
Absolutely, that's like saying like, I mean, how could you get at lacrosse if you can't stick handle or like cradle with the other hand, or how good can you get at hockey if you can't use your backhand?
What if you get really, really good at one side?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You got to know how to. Because then you can't cut angles. You can't cut angles. Like you limit so much. You can't slip and then go off to the other side. You got to keep on pivoting. It's just not. It limits you. I feel like.
You see in the Leon Edwards fight in the second one with Usman, he kept trying to like. I always watch because Wonder Boy talked about Leon Edwards in one of his videos, and Leon would. He's a lefty, so he would stay lefty and then he would switch to righty and he would switch right back. Like he was not comfortable at righty at all.
I'm not surprised. It's very hard to feel comfortable in both, but it's good to be. It's good to at least know you can. Like
Hmm.
of course you're gonna have your preference, but sometimes you have to throw the game plan out of the window. And you get really like you'll see. You keep fighting, you'll be in a position where you might have to switch if they keep figuring you out or try something new.
I feel like fighters do it because their front leg gets chopped up so much and they have to switch. That's a big thing.
That's a huge part. Or they can't seem to like they're always getting hit like in the beginning of the fight. But yeah, the chop leg, I see that all the time.
That's like the biggest endings to fights I saw live in Thailand. I saw like they just kept losing because they weren't checking.
It's so hard. It's such an unnatural movement.
It's scary because years ago, like when karate was very popular, nobody threw leg kicks. Nobody checked. Like it would just be body and head. It's just a whole new thing that you have to learn how to defend.
I'm huge on the body. I
Yeah.
rip to the body. Like that's 90% to the body, honestly. Like it creates so much opportunity when you hit to the body.
When you're smaller and you go against a bigger guy, it's so much easier to hit the body because
So much
they
easier.
they can't get low. Once they get low, you hit them right in the head.
Yeah.
It's if you that's how I feel like fighting's like chess because you just see patterns. If you're going against someone and they keep going and you keep going for the body on them, then they think you're going to go for the body, then you get them in the head, and then you can just go back, and then you're in their mind. You could just do whatever you want.
Did you see that NUA fight
What?
versus Stephen Fulton
No, I don't know who
boxing.
that
It was
is.
on Tuesday.
What happened in the fight?
Nah, it's just he's really famous. He's like pound for so they have a pound for pound too.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's like 100 like 20 pounds, 115. He's tiny Chinese guy. He's a beast, and he like moved
Hmm.
up to this weight division and knocked out another undefeated fighter. He's up. They're both undefeated, but he just really impressed me. He's just
Hmm.
this like he has so much power, and he's like so small. His natural weight class is like 115, dude,
He fights 115. He's that
and he was
powerful.
at 122. Dude, he's knocked out 17 of his past 22 opponents. I'll send you a video of him later. He's a beast. I love
All
watching
right.
him fight.
The weird thing is in Muay Thai they don't switch stances at all. In Thailand, I did not see them switch stances.
Well, they're also it's
Yeah.
such more of an open stance. I feel like, and I feel like they shuffle very subtly. It's like
Hmm.
you're really like squared.
They're always bouncing.
Yeah, that always on your balls. Or
Very
should,
light on their feet. Yeah. Because Muay Thai, that's big with checking. Like you have to check in Muay Thai. If you don't, you'll just get killed.
yeah, no, but being on the tips of your toes is huge in fighting.
Yeah, especially in Muay Thai. The fights there, I saw one fight where like two 5-year-olds fought, and it was weird
Are
because
they good?
they were good. It was they couldn't even get in the ring, so the coach literally picked them up and put them in the ring,
That's insane.
and they did the whole routine. The routine's sick. Like they like go around the whole entire ring, and then they're playing the music. It's pretty cool.
That is cool at that age. That's
You let your kids fight at 4 years old.
absolutely.
4 years old,
I'm not gonna
or
let them.
five,
They can
six,
fight.
whatever.
They can fight whenever they want it. But I mean, it's gonna be the point where I feel like fighting just creates such a confident kid. Like, and that's so important to go through life like confident, and it's such like a good way to like grow and like have challenges. So I do see my kid wrestling. I do see my kid, but only if he wants to do it. Like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna force it because it's such a. I'm gonna do it in a way where like I'm still like this is just for fun. Like school is your main priority. Like I don't want them to be like maybe if they're a Bo Nickel and they're D1 wrestler, like yeah, go to the UFC, but it's just more of like a learning thing and like a way to instill confidence. And you should
So
always know how to protect
you would want
yourself.
your kids to fight for confidence, not for a sport. That you want them to do it to defend themselves.
At first, yes, when they're young, but whatever they want it, they want to turn it into a professional career. I don't know how supportive I'd be into that, just because it's not the most lucrative nor safest. Whatever they want to do, like if they want to be a actor or they want to be in the UFC, like I'm gonna support them.
What if your kid wanted to be a cheerleader and it was a guy?
He's out.
You wouldn't let that happen?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. That's a talk for another day. Maybe.
Then you started dating a UFC fighter, maybe. I don't want kids at all. I do not want
Really? You say
kids.
that now, but you're young, dude.
That's what my parents say. I don't. I just don't want kids. I don't want. I
Nah,
don't.
don't. You're too young to say that.
Are you old enough to say it?
I mean, I've always wanted kids. What's the point of life if you don't bring?
I don't know. Like I see me growing up. I'm like, why would I want to have a Tanner? I don't know. Like you know how we were when we were younger.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. You see them grow, though.
I
Like
don't
my
know.
mom would probably be pretty. But if she were to see where I'm at right now, like even though I haven't really done anything, I'm still like trying to get to where I haven't done anything amazing. But I have like my head on my shoulders, like I'm
Hmm.
focused, you know. So I think she'd be very surprised from when I was younger to now. But that's the beauty of it. Just small steps, and you got to believe in yourself first and foremost. But
My dad always tells me that when I'm with a girl and I always say I don't want to have kids, he says, "What if she wants kids?" And in my head, I'm like, "I'm gonna leave." I'm like, "Fuck that." But
yeah, but you haven't met that girl yet. You don't know.
exactly, that's what I'm thinking. But it's scary. I don't know.
Don't think of it,
For,
dude. You're literally like 17.
next thing I know, I'm gonna be freaking 30. The time's
Nah,
flying.
it's
I'm already a senior in high school.
take it slow.
I
Take it
remember we were
slow.
playing beer pong in middle school.
Yeah, I mean, we were young. That's
Damn.
what happens when you have good parents. They teach them young.
Yeah. I don't know. Like what if you had um like you were older, you just had a daughter who just got railed every weekend. Like, come on. It's gotta be a little
I
freaky.
wouldn't pair. That just wouldn't happen.
You don't think so?
No, I just wouldn't raise I wouldn't raise my daughter to be like that. No, I
How
don't.
would you be as a parent? Would you be strict?
Yeah, I'm gonna be strict, but I'm also gonna be like. I mean, I think I'm gonna be a pretty fucking good dad, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna be strict, but I'm also gonna be like loving. It's not gonna be like a friend parent relationship. If
No?
no, I don't like that. I want my kids like I know some people do that and like I totally respect it. But like I'm like for example, my parents they're not my friends. Like that's my mom and my dad. They're not my friends. Like that's my parents. And like that it should be the same way. I mean, it's not like I can't go to them for anything. Like I honestly feel like I could ask him or tell him anything. But at the end of the day, they're not my friends. Like I don't want my kids smoking or doing drugs or I'll let them drink, but I would like to know, you know. And it depends how old they are. So stuff like that.
Do you think if you give them freedom, then they won't do that, then they'll respect you? Or if you're super strict, then they'll do it behind your back?
I think a mixture of both. But if you don't want your kids doing drugs and you give them freedom, then what? Like that's just you don't want your kids doing drugs, you know. So how does giving freedom help? That's
I
not
feel
what
like
you
it
want.
helps because you're open and then they come to you and they'll tell you what they're doing.
But if you don't want them doing it,
With me,
and
my
you're
parents are super open. Like I could go to them, tell them if I ever did smoke, which I never done, I could go up to them and just say, "Hey, I smoked for the first time," and then they would be happy. I told them because they're open. They're my friends. Like,
absolutely,
yeah,
but what if your parents like were very against drugs, which I don't know if they are or not. Like, does
they
it
are
like
because yeah,
you knowing that would that make you want to like do it?
I no, I wouldn't do
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
So like that's how I look at it. Like I know my parents don't want me doing that stuff, and I know I don't want that for myself, so I just don't do it.
so you would put it in your kid's head that this is not okay.
Absolutely. I mean, no drugs, no drugs, no tattoos, and work hard at school. That's
No
basically me.
tattoos.
No,
Your kids might want tattoos.
they're 18 and they get one. Like, what am I gonna do? But it's just
Yeah,
like no, like no, I don't. No tattoos.
I would
I
never
mean,
get one.
I
Like
wouldn't
my
either.
brothers have them.
But it's not like a deal. Like I'm not gonna get so upset. Like, it's not the end of the world. But I mean, I'm Jewish, so it's like you
Yeah.
are too. So like tattoos are just not really.
So my dad told me because in Thailand at the end because it was really hard for me and I wanted to leave so bad at first and then I was like all right I'm getting used to it and I started loving it and at the end my mom said if you do this whole entire workout the whole thing I'll let you get a tattoo. So I was really thinking of it and then my dad told me he's like you're not getting a tattoo.
You
Like
change your mind.
yeah no, I did change my mind because like what's the point like you get writing on yourself to make yourself feel more confident or to I think it fixes an insecurity. That's how I feel like it
I
is.
mean, that could be a way people look at it, but I think it's more of like they honestly think it's like such a meaningful part.
Or it could be
And
that, like if it's their kids' names or
yeah,
it's their
but why
birthday.
do you have to tell anybody else? Like, why can't see that's the thing. Everybody has a specific reason for getting a tattoo. Like maybe somebody's insecure, but maybe somebody's kid died. But who are we to say? But for me to say, like, I just don't do it because one of my religion, and two, is because I just think it looks trashy, and I think that's like the consensus. I think
Hmm.
that if you're gonna go into the world and you want to be like in a high up spot, it just doesn't look good. It's a bad image.
That's why people get it if it really means stuff to them and they get it somewhere hidden just for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they get it
usually,
like
yeah,
up high on their legs so they could cover it with pants or shorts.
exactly, yeah.
But I think why not just get a necklace that says what you want to say? Like
You know, some people think it's more meaningful.
I thought it'd be meaningful and then I really thought about it. I'm like, what the fuck am I thinking? Like if I want to get some writing, I'll just get a necklace.
Yeah, no, don't get one. You don't need one.
I'm not. So I got my first gray hairs this morning in my hair, and I went to my dad. I said, "Dad, I got some gray strands in my hair," and he said, "You're getting my genetics. I got gray hairs when I was 19." As he said, I hope they don't
At least
grow
you're not
back. That would
balding.
suck. No, I'm not balding. I don't know. It's not gonna come in. It's just a little bit. Can't see it, but I don't know. Got me a little scared for a second because I was with a girl and she touches my hair and she's like, "These are gray hairs." I got a little scared, but
How do you like school?
I
Are you
like it a lot.
happy? You happy you went to North Broward?
I like it a lot. But
Let's say.
yeah, I'm going to this college thing. It's like the college boot camp.
Oh,
It,
nice. Yeah.
you went to that?
Yeah.
Was it you learn a lot from it?
I mean, you learn a good amount. I think it's like a worth. It's worth. It's in the auditorium, right?
I have no clue. Like I just know it's like all. It's like a two. There's two sessions. There's like 2 2-hour sessions.
Yeah, I think it's worth going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more worth for your parents going, but yeah, I would do it. But dude, like, I wouldn't be so nervous about college. Like, you're no matter where you go, you'll
I'm
have
not.
fun.
Like, I literally don't care.
Where do you
I,
want to
I,
go?
I I should be more nervous. I want to go to University of Miami
Nice.
because that's the only place I saw.
That's my dream school for med school.
Really?
To my LinkedIn, yeah.
Maybe I'll meet you there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude,
That'd
that's
be
my dream.
sick.
I want to like during med school, if I get in, when I get in, no, when I get in.
When you get in.
Um,
Yeah, there we go.
like I just feel like it'd be really nice to be close to my parents during
Hmm.
that time of my life, those 4 years. Even though right now, I'm pretty far from home. I think then it'd be kind of convenient. I mean, just to come home,
You're in
'cause I'm,
Chicago, right?
yeah, right now I'm in Chicago.
Yeah. That'd be good
So
to get back in warm weather, right?
yeah, that too. But it's beautiful here. Like right now, it's really nice.
What is it, like 70s, 80s?
Yeah, except right now it's like 75.
I'm excited to go to Utah. The only bad thing is the freaking air sucks. It's so
You
thin.
you it gets to you. You're not used to it.
It still gets me.
Wow.
Like I'm walking up by my you know the shorty stairs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
My
for the people
dad,
who
the
are
one my dad
watching.
fell on.
Yeah. I didn't see that video.
There's no video. I
No
don't think.
video?
I don't think so.
Oh, you should have got one. He fell on the stairs.
Yeah, dude. Poor guy.
For the people who are watching, like right by this place in Utah, there's this big staircase called the Shorty Stairs, and it is long and it's a workout to get up. I don't know. Gets
No,
me
but
really,
I
really
think you
tired.
might be surprised because of your cardio
I
after.
know now I'm like really fit. Like I could just oh my god, my cardio is so much better and I don't get sore anymore. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, when you do swing every day. Yeah, yeah.
Every day I'm doing 50 sit-ups, 50 push-ups, and then 10 pull-ups.
There you
And I just been
go.
feeling good.
That is good.
But I don't know. How do you think the UFC fight's going to turn out in Utah? Because with the altitude, I feel like fighters get tired, no?
No, there's gonna be a few that get pretty tired, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be
Hmm.
some good fights. I really do.
Do you think it affects them, like the air at all?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Do you think they go to Utah earlier to train there? Just
That's yeah.
because,
No, that's what they do.
yeah?
I mean, yeah. Not even train. It's because you can't. I mean, you can't train for a fight in 2 weeks. Like
Hmm.
you got to start way before that. I mean, you can, but most of the training, the hardcore training, is way before that. They're just there to get it adjusted.
The Utah Jazz is probably really good because they play in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's an advantage when they're not there, and it's an advantage when they're there. Yeah, I would agree.
Let's say you're fighting in Thailand. Would you go there like a lot earlier just because the time change?
It depends on like your stage in your fighting career. If you're a champion and you could afford it, afford that. Yeah, I mean, if you're
Hmm.
you can't. It all depends, on the specific fighter. Some of them like to be at home in the comfort of their own house. It really all depends.
Would you accept any fight if you were in the UFC? Like, because Conor McGregor, the reason he got so popular is I saw that Dana White said to him that he went in his kitchen and McGregor went to the shower. He came back. He just said, "Let me know who I'm fighting." You saw the video?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like that's got to be a crazy mindset, just fighting whoever you get told to fight.
yeah. I would if I truly thought I was the best. I would accept any fight, but like,
Hmm.
but then again, it'd be like you're on the verge of making like the top five, right? And you're taking on a risk, like for example, like unproven people like Kamzat or Bo Nickel or people that like Gilbert Burns would accept that Kamzat fight. Like that's a huge risk that he took, because Gilbert Burns had a name, but it even made it.
I feel like that fight was too close.
That fight helped him. That made it people understand. So like it was a good risk for him because he knew
Hmm.
he was good. So it just depends. But if I truly thought I was the best, it doesn't matter the opponent. It doesn't
You
matter.
think Hamzat's overrated?
Yeah.
I think he's really overrated. I
I
talked
think
to
he's
someone
good though.
earlier today. He's good, but he's not that good.
I,
Like
don't, I think he's gonna have problems with Costa.
he's got to work on his defense because in the Gilbert Burns fight, he was just getting pounded. Like I saw, he just got knocked to the ground and then he tried wrestling with him.
Yeah, he
Like
threw
with a
caution to
really
the
really
wind.
hard hitter, that's not going to work. And someone who's good wrestler.
Costa's gonna cause problems. Costa's big. He's moving
Hmm.
up. It's gonna be hard
Yeah,
for.
he was supposed to fight on the Utah card and he got taken off
I
for this fight.
know. I know. Yeah.
But do you really think this fight's gonna happen? Because these guys are not too reliable. No.
I think it'll happen. He needs to fight, dude. Like
Yeah.
he hasn't fought in so long.
Yeah.
That looks
Paulo
so bad.
Costa hasn't fought since I think I watched his last fight.
Luke Rockhold,
Yeah, I
you were
watched that.
there.
Yeah.
You were there. That was the Leon Edwards.
Yeah. That fight was cool
That was
because
probably one of the coolest fights to ever go to. You were at, yeah.
no, I like the Luke Rockhold fight because like the whole fight at the end, he was just rubbing his sweat on him.
Oh my
Well,
God,
no,
his
not his
blood,
sweat, his blood, his
blood.
blood.
They
Oh
were
my god,
so tired. See, the
it was
altitude
crazy.
got them.
See, yeah, like that Utah altitude's gotta fuck up fighters.
Yeah, but it's not like it was the reason why Usman got knocked out. That head kick would have knocked him out anywhere.
Yeah, but
Dude, it was clean. It was
yeah,
so clean.
it was really cool.
Hold the hand, went.
I got so at that fight, I was like, all right, it's over. Like me and my friend Jack, we like turned around, we were about to check our phones. Then we like looked up and like we were just dazing like at the TV. We were just like, all right, is this gonna end? And then boom, he just gets knocked out. Everybody goes freaking
Dude,
crazy.
I mean, that's like everybody's reaction. I feel like. I mean, nobody expected that. Like, nobody
I
expected
know.
that.
You see Usman, I'm not Usman, Leon Edwards' corner. Like he was the motivation in that corner. Like he had his head down. He was ready to just give up. And his coach brought him right back up.
Yeah, no, that was the best. See, to you weren't able to hear that, right?
I wasn't able to hear his coach. No, I
So
was pretty
that's
close.
like the part like you don't hear the commentators.
No, I don't think we hear the hits though. We don't hear the commentators.
That is cool. Like I love listening to like the
Hmm.
commentators, but obviously it's nothing beats going, of course, you know.
You think a coach ever gives up on his fighter? Like in a fight, a coach is like, all right, like might have lost,
Um,
or he's always like ready to bounce back.
like I think they get disappointed, but mm, I think there's coaches that don't believe in their fighters, but like I mean, it's a job. You're getting paid to train them, but they don't really believe that like they're
You think so?
that. Of course, like you kind of know when you're like you know these things. Like, you're dealing with a great, but they're not going to tell their guy that you're going to lose. Like they're motivating them to win, but dude, it's like you know when someone's good and you know when someone's like not that good. You know what I mean?
I guess so, but let's say you were a coach. Like, would you really motivate your fighter even if you didn't believe in him? Like, I would be totally honest. I would be like, I don't know. I wouldn't
Well,
train someone if I didn't really believe in them.
well, I would say you got to get better. Like I'd motivate him to get better.
My coach told me one thing. He said, I don't care if you lose the fight, but you're not losing because you're tired. That's what he said. He said you could lose because of skill. You could lose because I don't know, you're hurt, but you're not losing because you're exhausted. And I don't know, it really helped because, like I said, you win or you learn.
No, I
But
love that. That's
yeah,
important. Yeah.
not just in fighting, it could be in anything.
Yeah, no, you should never be losing. Yeah, you should not be losing from tiredness. That's no
Hmm.
bueno.
It's crazy how John Jones, before his fight, he would just party, and then a week later he would fight. I don't get that.
He's the best, dude.
And that he would just put that. I mean, I guess that was a little smart because he would put that in his head, like if I lost, it's because I partied.
Yeah, dude, he's
Maybe I should try that.
no, not your first one.
No, I don't even know if I'm fighting. Like
Yeah,
it's
what
I don't even.
happened?
So at first they set me up with a 25-year-old. I told you about that big dude, and I was supposed to fight in the 18 under because I'm 17. And then that fight didn't happen because he was way too old. And then next they set me up with a 21-year-old, and now he's talking to my dad because I'm a minor. And he said to my dad, he said, I set him up with a 21-year-old. Is that okay? My dad's like, no. For his first fight, he's gonna fight in 18 under. But so I don't think he has a fight for me.
Might be hard to find kids that young.
It is. It's hard, but then why have those rules?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, don't accept that. I'm not.
But also, like the back of my mind is like Wonder Boy got his nickname for fighting a 25-year-old at 17.
He did,
So yeah, he was 17. He fought a 25-year-old, and then that's how he
but
got his nickname
dude. He's
Wonder
been
Boy.
fighting since he was like 5 years old.
Exactly. Yeah.
You've been fighting for like a year and a half.
If I don't have a fight by Saturday, I'm gonna pull out and just ask for a refund all the tickets so he can go and sell the tickets so he has enough time.
What's the venue at?
It's in Miami.
That's sick.
I don't know. I'm so bummed because you know how hard I train for all
Yeah,
this
but
stuff.
you're still getting better, dude. You're gonna have more
Exactly.
fights.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning I'm sparring
Is
with
this like a one
with some
fight
kid.
thing and you're done? You don't know. You have no plans. You just want to see.
I have no plans, but I know I don't know. I want to do one amateur fight.
That's sick.
My coach really he said I thought you could have beat this 25-year-old if you didn't pull out.
Do you have to register to be to fight amateurs?
I didn't register. I just texted the promoter or emailed him.
That's sick.
You just tell him your birthday, tell him how long you've been fighting, tell him if you want to do amateur or pro, and then that's literally it.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
And then you go in the day before to like sign the stuff you have to sign, and then the weigh-ins the day before. It's an experience that I'm probably gonna miss out on, but my teammate's gonna go, and I'm gonna go and support him, and I hope he wins.
Damn.
After, so he's not jerking off 2 weeks before the fight, and he told me he said after the fight I'm gonna be a fucking animal. I'm gonna. he said everybody near me better run.
Yeah, honestly, that's a
Yeah, but
while. He's gonna have so much built up anger.
that's nuts.
Nah,
Just
you can handle that.
angry horny is the worst horny.
I mean, that's the best for fighting. I feel like.
Yeah. Does it really help not jerking off for a fight?
I don't know the science. Probably not. I
You
mean,
don't think it
like the
helps?
day of, if you're gonna like, I don't know, have sex, I don't think that's the best idea. But
Yeah. I feel like don't boxers like just not jerk off for their fight? I think one boxer did. I don't know who it
I
was,
don't
but
think they do that day
I
of.
swear I
No,
think they do that. They
I
probably don't
mean,
announce it, but they do it.
I don't think so. It kind of makes you tired.
I'm gonna look it up. No, not jerking off for a fight.
Oh, all of them
Yeah,
don't.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, no, all of them probably don't. I mean,
Hmm.
fight day is like completely like you're locked in.
Locked in, no porn,
Yeah, no porn, definitely
none
not.
of that stuff. So what you got planned this weekend?
I have school next 3 days. What today's Wednesday? Yeah, I have school Friday, Thursday, lab tomorrow. So tomorrow's busy, and then I have school Saturday. Well, not school, but like I have meetings all day Saturday, but not night. So
Meetings for what?
like office hours, but it's
Hmm.
basically like mandatory because if you don't go to the office hours, you don't get your samples for the. It's like these samples that you need to interpret on your lab report. So it's
Your
basically
phone's
like,
blown up.
oh, you hear that from all over here?
Popular guy.
Nah,
I mean, I'm excited to go to this fight though. I don't know.
dude, yeah,
There's some pretty cool stuff that I miss in Utah.
I'd pump for you. I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Hope you can
wow.
go. That'd be fun.
Dude, I went. Dude, I really thought it through. Like, I called my parents and like, I just wanted to make sure it was okay before I even attempted. And then I just looked at my schedule and it was just such a bad idea because like this first exam is so important. Like, I need, dude,
Yeah.
I can't. This is like my
I
whole
wish you
life.
luck on that though. Good luck.
Thanks, yeah, but it's like my whole life on the line if I don't pass
Yeah.
this. If I don't pass this class,
Really?
dude, yeah, like the first thing, like I mean, other than your MCAT, which is a test you take after undergrad, like the first thing that they look at is what do you got in organic chemistry because it's like known as the undergrad killer. Like it
Hmm.
weeds out the people that are not ready for med school. But I think it's stupid to say that because it's honestly it's hard, but it's like if you put enough time in, it's so doable. But that's like with everything in life. I feel
What do you mean?
like anything in life, like it's anything in life is doable if you put the time in. Like if you expected, like I mean, we started with 40 kids in the summer session because right now it's summer session, so it's accelerated because they gotta do it all in one summer. So not a lot of kids want to take it, but there was 40 kids, and we just started the second half. And if you don't pass the first half, you don't make it to the second half. And we started like a week and a half ago, and there's only 17 kids left. So
A lot of people quit.
yeah, so not quit. 23 kids got below a C minus, so basically D's and
Damn.
F's.
Have you been
So
taking like time away from your friends and stuff to study?
yeah, I dude, God,
Thanks for
yeah.
making the time to come on here. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was doing work right before this. I'm gonna do work right after. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have no life right now. I won't lie. It's basically I wake up at 6:30. I'll eat. and then I'll go to class at 8. Class starts at 9, but the teacher has office hours at 8. So like for that first hour, it's only like 4 or 5 kids, but it really makes a difference. You could really you're like hanging out, but you're asking whatever you want. And
Yeah.
then class starts at 9, lecture from 9 to 11, and then lab, and then I have an hour, and then I have lab from 12 to 4, so another 4 hours. And then I get home, I'll either nap, I'll drink coffee, and I'll nap, or tea, and I'll
You
nap,
don't
and
need
then
coffee.
tea. I need tea, caffeine. So
Yeah.
I'll drink it, then I'll nap, I'll wake up, and then I'll work out because I'll be so stimulated from the caffeine. I'll work out, and then
Hmm.
I start studying until 10. I've never gone to bed this early in my life, but yeah, I try to go to bed at like 10 every night.
Yeah, that's good. This or the
So,
stuff you're saying right now reminds me of a quote that I heard:
but
"Discipline over motivation."
oh yeah, that's huge.
Like I realized that when I was waking up early every single day at Tiger Muay Thai, like I was not motivated. The
The
first couple of
first
days,
two days you were right.
first 2 days, I'm like, I want to lose this weight, I want to get going, and the next days, I'm like, motherfucker, I have to go up and do it again. But that's part of being a man. Like that's part of being someone. That's part of getting through it. Is just the
Dude, it's part of being
discipline.
successful. Like
It
it's just
is.
like if you
It's
can't,
discipline.
it's all discipline. What you gotta do, and even if you don't want to do it, it's just how life works, and that's what separates our parents from other people. You know
Waking up, doing my. I need to do because I have back problems. I don't know if you know about that. I have like a lower back problem.
how bad?
It's it's a herniated disc.
No way. You've been hurting any
Yeah,
disc?
yeah. I'm pretty young for it, but
That's really young.
because I don't know how I got it, but I was injured. That's why had to stop playing basketball because I
That's
couldn't jump,
insane.
I couldn't do any of that. So that's why I
Oh,
had to
you
switch
you you stopped
sports.
playing ball?
But I still play now because I've been doing like these sit ups. Like in Thailand, I thought I would need to go to a doctor every single day for my back because my back hurt like I used to go to a doctor every single 2 weeks for my back, and I
Was it
stopped
like a
doing that.
chiropractor?
It's a chiropractor and like a kind of a specialist like on herniated discs too. Like he
Mm-hmm.
helps like I don't know massage it,
Yeah,
heat
yeah,
it,
yeah.
ice it. Yeah, but I have not had any back problems ever since I strengthened my core. Like I really, everybody says like strengthen your core, it'll help your back, but I really strengthened my core. I tried doing some little ab exercises, but old fashioned sit ups, that's what really works. I'm telling you.
No, want me to tell you the best ab exercise though?
Yes.
Hang from a pull up bar and lift your toes. Keep your legs straight and lift your toes to your head.
Well,
And
that's hard though.
you might not even be able to do one, but if you keep
See,
trying, you'll be able to do
but
one, and then one
everybody
will
can
do
do sit
two.
ups.
Yeah, but this is like even next level. And then once you
Mm,
get really good, you hang, and then you as you lift your legs up, you kind of rotate sideways. That gets the side abs.
yeah.
Trust. Those are tough.
But I never knew like all the back doctors say sit ups is bad for your back.
It is bad for your
But
back.
it
That's why I
is
don't
bad
do
for your
them.
back. But I did it every single day in Thailand. I did 50, 60 every single day with them just punching my stomach and no more back problems.
Yeah, I mean maybe that your
It's
core.
weird.
No, I mean it makes sense. Maybe you needed the core strength.
So I'm going to relate that to the whole discipline thing. I literally don't want to do it every single day, but I need to because then I'll go back to having a bad back if I don't stay disciplined.
And plus, it like feels good to feel healthy.
It does feel good to be healthy, but sometimes you miss those the old snacks you used to have. Like I miss eating chocolate chip pancakes,
But
but I
dude, you could
also
have chocolate chip pancakes like here
every
and
now and
there.
then I can't have it all the time. I'll
No,
literally
you can't.
I'll
You
get
can't. But
fat.
no, yeah, but nobody should be able to have it all the time. Like for example, like what do you not like breakfast potatoes like eggs and bacon for
I eat
breakfast?
everything now. I eat all that. I right in the mornings I eat oatmeal. I have fruit. I'll have bacon.
You like sausage and bacon and eggs?
I eat everything now. I remember
Yeah,
before
yo,
I used to be such a picky eater. Remember?
yeah, dude. I basically eat everything except for like mushrooms, blueberries, and
You don't eat blueberries?
not like blueberries. No,
What?
I'll eat it if I have to,
You
but
know what I've been addicted to lately? Cotton candy grapes.
yeah,
Those
those are
candy
good.
grapes,
But
so
those
good.
pesticides are probably pretty bad for you.
What do you mean?
They spray like shit on them. I know you're talking about that. Those green
They
ones
spray
are
stuff on them?
probably. I mean, they like all our produce now is like gets sprayed.
I don't give a shit. They're so good. Yeah, but dieting is really hard. I'm probably going to diet for the rest of my life to keep this habit. That's what I'm saying now, but if I would even
See,
do
like,
it
I don't even feel like I'm on a diet. I just like know, like, dude. If I sometimes I'll eat like a fried chicken sandwich, I don't give a fuck. It's just like I know I'm
every now
exercising,
and then, you know you're going to have
dude.
to work out twice as hard.
No, like no,
No?
that's the thing. No, because I'm working out every day, so it's like it's a one chicken sandwich. Even if I fucking dude, if I Chick-fil-A 5 days in a row, it wouldn't make a difference to me. It just wouldn't. Like I work out every single. I do some sort of cardio every day, and even if I don't, even if I miss a day, like dude, like I mean, I'm never gonna eat Chick-fil-A every day, but I'm just saying I have a routine. Like I'm not worried of getting out of shape. You know.
And that routine is discipline.
Yeah, but even if I didn't have like this crazy routine, my routine's not even that crazy. I work out, I'll lift weights for 45, and then I'll do some sort of cardio for 30 to 40 minutes. It's really not that crazy. It's like an hour and a
Hmm.
half of my day. But but I will say like it, it's really just eating. It's all like you don't gotta
It
be that
is.
healthy, but you can't be like
Yeah.
crazy unhealthy.
And I was crazy unhealthy. Like I look at pictures of myself a year ago. I was a fat kid. I weighed 30 pounds more. I just did not like how I looked. And even though I still miss all these foods, I'm more confident. I'm speaking better. I just feel happy.
Everything. Yeah, no, it's huge. But then again, like I've known you my whole life. You've never seemed out of like you never seemed fat to me. Like you never seemed like you were unhealthy. You would be surprised. Like right now, you are in like the 5%, probably less of like 3% of like performance.
Right
And
now, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Like
no, I'm
this is my
saying
first,
compared to
yeah,
other people in the world, like that's
yeah.
how unhealthy people in this world are.
In America,
Yes, dude, I have
America,
seven and
there's
a half
fat
percent
fuckers.
body
Yeah,
fat right now.
that's good.
I was testing it a couple days ago at the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much I have because the machine that we did it on, I wore underwear and like it takes all the fat from the underwear. Like it was a
Oh,
bad
I was wearing
body
underwear
scan
on
machine.
that machine too, so it probably was wrong.
Yeah,
I thought it was way lower than that. I thought it was gonna be like seven or I thought it was gonna be like 10%. I was surprised. It's probably wrong. 7.5's low. I thought it was gonna be
yeah.
like 10 or 11.
Like this is my first. I remember when I first asked you for advice to cut because I was like, shit, I'm out of shape. I gotta. So remember you gave me that. You called me, talked me through it, and that was how I first learned from it. But I wasn't disciplined. I still ate like shit.
It's all
I ate like
eating.
yeah, I ate like shit, and I thought that I could burn it off with the workouts I was doing, but I couldn't.
No, 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 no. The biggest thing, honestly, is consistency. I swear to God, dude.
Exactly.
It's just like doing it every day. Even if you go for 10, 20 minutes, like at least you did it that day.
I totally agree.
Like, dude, because it's just hard because after I remember when I first thought, okay, so I never had anybody teach me how to work out. My dad didn't work out. My mom didn't like lift weights. She would like run or shit. But I know I didn't have any of my family. My brother didn't do any of that stuff. So I was like the first, even though my brother was in shape, I was like the first to really go through it. And it was all off YouTube. And it was like tough because the first 3 weeks, like nothing. Like, first fucking month and a half, nothing. But right when I saw like that first vein pop up on my right here, like that's when my first one popped up.
Are you a
I was like, all
lefty?
right. That was like the first time I realized that I saw a difference. It sounds corny, but that's what happened to me. And then
Is
I
that
just
your
felt
left hand or
good.
your right hand? The one you just put up?
Oh, I don't know, left.
No, because I don't know if you're like.
But dude,
Is
yeah.
that your jerk hand?
No, I don't jerk off ever.
You never jerked off.
No, I mean not anymore.
Is that like a girlfriend thing?
Yeah, or I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this is my first time really having abs. Like I never had I had abs when I was super skinny, but it wasn't abs. It was just because I was skinny.
Well,
But
dude, being skinny is not bad. Like that's like how a fighter is like.
I would know no Xander. Remember how skinny I used to be? I had no
Not
muscle.
really. Nah. You never really seemed that like. I
I'll
mean,
send you a picture after this.
everybody has their
But
own physique though. You gotta
yeah.
like. There's times where I feel like ripped, and there's times where like I
Hmm.
was. I don't do that bulking shit though. Like, I won't bulk and then cut.
You explain that to me. I don't like that either.
Dude, like people eat like crazy bad food just and then work out and just like it's just like that's just like I rather do both at the same time and yeah, it puts it on slower, but at least like you get more vascular at the same time. You get you get like your face looks thinner. Like
You remember in the first podcast how big my face was? I looked
no,
pretty heavy in the.
I'll
Okay, look,
check. I'll
look at the
check.
first podcast and then like look at me now and dude, like I got my
Do you have
jawline
a before
back.
and do you have a before and after?
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, send me some before and afters.
I swear I did. No,
No.
here I'll send you those right now and I'll find the other one.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's like me losing like 20 pounds right there.
Yeah, your chest, your arms, everything. What is that? What is that thing? How did you get that scan?
That's the body scan. You
Oh,
go you go on this like little circle and you rotate around in a circle and it gets your whole body. It tells you where your fat is everywhere. It tells you like everything about yourself literally.
that's cool.
Yeah. I got it before and after.
Dude, yeah, keep going.
It's tough, but I'm not going back to being big. You see how big I was in that first picture?
You're not
Come
that
on.
big though. You're not.
I wasn't that big, but there was no definition.
Yeah, but that all comes with cardio and just
Yeah, and
consistency.
that's what I mean. Like I'm doing like real cardio. You don't know what real cardio is until you do, if that makes sense. You could be doing some workout that you think is super hard, but then you go with your friend to the gym, or you'll go do a hard ice skating or whatever hockey session, and it'd just be really really hard. And
But it's
like
all
I
different.
yeah,
It's all
it is
like
different.
every cardio I feel like is literally different. That's the beauty of it.
I don't lift. I literally don't lift any weights.
Yeah, and you might not like enjoy it.
I hate it. I don't know. You enjoy it?
Yeah, like I enjoy like the heart. I enjoy the feeling after I lift a bunch. I lift weights before I box. So
Hmm.
every time before I box, I work out.
This whole boxing thing like really seriously now? You really trying to learn?
I'm honestly at the point where I've learned. I'm trying to like sharpen everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's serious just because even though I was never like a striker, and I needed to do some sort of cardio during the summer that was convenient. That I couldn't like can't just go to the city and go to the dojo
Done
for an
playing
hour,
basketball?
2 hours. No, it's too. It's just it's that turns into 2 hours, and then I got to go all the way down to the other campus, come
Hmm.
back after I'm there for 2 hours. It's just wouldn't make sense. Like right now in my life, maybe during the year when I have more time in my hands, but right now I needed something that was at my apartment, and they have a whole workout room with a bag, and so I was like, you know what?
So you just hit the bag.
Yeah. Well,
That's a
well,
lot of
I'll shadow
cardio.
box.
That's
I'll
good.
work on my form, but I'll hit the
And no
bag.
coach. You just coach yourself.
Um, I had a lesson. Like I'd been to like a boxing
Hmm.
gym. And I had a couple lessons. Like I'd say like 3 months ago, and but now like I use online to really like and I'll visualize. And I know like I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'm good. Like for self taught, I'm pretty good. Like I feel confident to beat up basically any kid my size.
That's good. I like
Yeah,
that about you, how independent you are, because you've always been like that. Like you
yeah,
don't you
well,
don't you
yeah.
don't let anybody do things for you. You're always taking charge and doing it yourself.
Appreciate
That's
that.
good
Yeah,
about you. Like don't change that. That's really good.
I've always had to be kind of independent a
And you're
little
a hard
bit.
worker too. Like when I saw you, I don't even know, I saw you at the beach one time and you were just telling me like all the work you're doing, all the college shit you're doing. You're getting it done. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, not yet. One day, but
You're getting it done. Like you said, step by step.
yeah. Sometimes it feels like I'm being lazy. Like sometimes I feel like I'm being lazy, even. But sometimes you gotta take a step back, and you can't be too like proud of yourself. You know, you like I'm not proud of myself yet because I've done nothing. But I know that I will be proud of myself one day if I
Yeah.
keep on doing what I'm doing.
All right. Thank you for whoever's
Yeah, dude.
watching. Thank you. Make sure you guys follow the. Now we got Spotify, we got Apple
Oh,
Podcasts,
really?
we got
I'll download all that.
yeah, we got Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Pretty sure that's it. But follow it, MMA with Tanner Stowe, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, I'll see you. Yeah, have a good one.